I know you've heard something massively different for most of your life, and you may feel crazy for feeling this, but if you give me a few moments of your time, I want to give you a few reasons why doing this and pursuing this will be the best idea that you have ever undertaken. If you really want a large family, but you feel crazy or countercultural for wanting that, don't worry. I hear you. I'm with you. I relate to you. Let's talk about it, because many women quietly carry this desire, but they don't want to talk about it because our culture doesn't allow for it. Let's run down why planning for a large family is a good idea, because if we're being realistic and we look at the stats, we are heading for a population cliff. And within your and I's generation, that is going to massively reshape the society in that we live. Things are going to change very rapidly, very quickly. Not day to day, but year to year, you will start to see very, very large shifts. So then why is investing in a family, and particularly a large family, a good idea in all this? Because governments will be more incentivized to create programs that incentivize having more children, and you can get ahead on that curve. Pensions will likely be scrapped, and support for the elderly, unfortunately, will likely be scrapped. So we may have to return to a society that where the children are responsible for supporting their elders. In all honesty, I think this is a good idea anyway, considering the high rates of elder abuse in homes anyway. Planning for a large family is also good for society. It's a return to hopefully intergenerational living, where that becomes a focus again for us. On top of that, it's an ability to wipe the slate clean. If you have one child in the 60s, 80s, or 90s, or even the early thousands, that child will have a shrinking peer group depending on where they live in the West. The severity depends where you are, of course, but your influence grows greater as the people in this world, unfortunately, deplete. So if you're particularly motivated by the things of God, like I am, this is a fantastic opportunity to be able to reach out to more people. It also allows a greater chance for your kids to succeed. Yes, there will be lessening opportunities with less businesses around, but there will be also a greater desire for a workforce, and greater pay, greater investment into people, and likely higher retention at workforces and companies. And thirdly, planning for a large family is a good and godly idea. Many times over, there is biblical affirmations of having many kids. Yes, it's not a fail-safe. Yes, kids can turn out to be stupid or fools or even a pain to parents. The Bible is also very clear on that. But it is also a wonderful thing that we are called to pursue. Go forth and multiply isn't just a command for Adam and Eve. It was also for Noah and his children, and of course for us now down today. And one final point. I think if you have the opportunity to have kids, you're somewhat stable or tracking to be stable, you have a place to live, doesn't have to be bought, it can be renting as well. But if you have all of these opportunities and yet forsake it to live an easy life or to get distracted on other things, my heart breaks for you. I was listening to the story of a couple the other day, a couple who waited for a little bit, just waiting to when they would mature, stuff like that. And then when it came time to have children, realized that they really struggled to have kids. And looking back, so many people I know have realized that they've wasted years simply trying to live life or get out of debt or get a house, which are all great things to do. Don't get me wrong. But they always assumed that they would be able to have kids. And to be honest, that's not a guarantee. That's not a given. We need to make kids earlier in life a priority because we have no idea if it will be possible in the future, whether you're in your mid to late 20s, early 30s or even 40s, that may not be a possibility for you anymore. So, if you have the opportunity to, why not? Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want a large family, you're not crazy, you're just countercultural. And I think in this day and age, that's a pretty good place to be. Anyway, grace and peace from our Lord and Saviour, and I'll see you tomorrow.